Hi, I'm Effie. This is What Effie Reads, and today I'm going to be pre-ordering books for the latter half of 2022, but I'm going to be doing it whilst drunk, because what could possibly go wrong? So I hope you're ready for the drunken foolishness that's going to ensue. Before I get to the clips of me drunkenly pre-ordering books, I feel like I need to put a wee disclaimer in, just being like, I am drinking in the comfort of my own home. I am well above the legal drinking age, and as drunk as I may or may not seem in the video, I do generally drink responsibly. Basically, I'm a grown adult, I'm old enough to drink, and I knew what I was doing when I decided to do this video. And essentially, this is all good fun. And I enjoy making these kind of videos, even though I don't do them very often. So I hope you enjoy. And I will pop back in at the end to sum up what I ended up getting.
Baby, you should get to know me. Tapping into that good energy.
Hey. Oh my gosh. So basically, I decided to watch the Netflix Geek Week Day 1, and someone in the live comments suggested a drinking game. So now I'm a little bit sloshed. So what better time than to do my next batch of pre-orders? I know I've got no makeup on. I did intend to put a face on, but could you imagine trying to put a face on whilst quite sloshed? It's good times. Anyway, I'm going to open up the screen recorder on my laptop and let's pre-order some books, I guess. Okay, so I've got my screen recorder written. I'm sure that's not good. Written, running. Oh my gosh, I'm Affy's lost, even if I don't sound it. I don't know if I do or not, because obviously I'm lost. So yeah, I usually order from Waterstones, but I've got a wish list on Amazon of books that I'm looking to pre-order. So I think what I'll do is I'll open the Waterstones and see what's upcoming, but I'll also refer back to Amazon because I've got a wish list there. So let's see what's upcoming and exciting on Waterstones. I did want to do a drinking game where it's like every time I added something to cart, I took a shot, but I've drank all my shots because the drinking game with the Geek Week live show was very intense. It was basically like every time they announced something, you had to take a drink, and they announced a lot of things because it's day one. Messy. What am I looking for? I'm so sorry if this screen recording is really chaotic. You know what it's like when you've been drinking and everything feels like it's in fast forward. Let's go for signed and special editions. I don't know if it's going to be an upcoming section. Yeah, coming soon. I don't know why I'm specifically looking for coming soon, but cool. What we got? I don't want Blade Runner Breaker. I haven't read the first one. That looks vaguely interesting, but no thank you. I kinda want that one, but I'll pop it to one side for the moment. What have we got? No, none of those are exciting. On the Horizon. Ooh, Is there any good ones on the horizon? Oh, Babel. I've already got an arc of Babel. I feel so special. Because I got an arc of Babel. It's an e-arc, but still, I have an arc, so I need to read it soon. Because I feel like... Well, I feel pretty special for having an arc, so I need to read it before it comes out, because specialness. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Waterstones used to have a coming soon section. I'm the kind of like sloshed where like my bits and bobs feel numb, so like my numbs feel numb. My lips feel numb. Yeah. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I already own a copy, but I'm pretty sure it's really pretty. Like, I'm pretty sure the Waterstones edition has the spreaders that look the same than the spine. Again, I'm not quite sure why I'm looking on this because this is not telling me what's coming soon. Oh, there's a whole coming soon section. Tells you how sloshed I am. Nah. I mean, actually, fuck it. Let's add that to the basket. Because that edition looks gorgeous. Have you seen the spreaders? Look, they're the spreaders. They look like honeycombs. They're so pretty. Yeah, I am recording. I had this awful thought that I wasn't recording, and that would have been chaos. Right, so let's see. Oh, yes, I want Fairy Tale. Yeah, pre-order that. That's one that was like on my list of like, I really want to do this for my pre-orders. Let's see what we've got. I don't know if this is exciting or not, but I like it. I'm liking my life right now. Even though this is possibly like bad decisions are being made. Crimes like boo, because it's got transphobes in. Sci-fi. I don't know, because the final strike could be an upcoming box book, so I don't want to pre-order it. I've already pre-ordered Her Majesty's Royal Coven. Belladonna we think might be in a book box. What else we got? I kind of want Prayer for the Cry Chai, but £17 for like a teeny tiny hardback, I just can't. What we got? Children's. Oh, that's pretty, but I heard Rainbow Rowell isn't great. I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen as if you can see, but I've already pre-ordered Amari and the Great Game. Don't want any of that nonsense. Ooh. Oh, there's gonna be a new Miss Peregrine. Yeah. An upcoming Skullduggery Pleasant. I thought that was over. There's also an upcoming Jacqueline Wilson, which is interesting. My throat feels weird. Is anything exciting? These are just not tickling my fancy. Oh, I like the paperback of Once Upon a Broken Heart, but obviously I already own the hardback because it came in a book box. The King is Dead. Oh, what's the exclusive edition look like? Because that book is amazing. Like, I've already read it, but it's so good. Oh, it's got yellow sprayed edges. I'll show you. Look, it's got yellow sprayed edges. It's not enough for me to pre-order, but I'm 100% gonna be getting it when it comes out. The only reason I'm not pre-ordering it is I want to have it when I go to Yalk, and I'm not confident that if I pre-order it, I'll have it when I go to Yalk. I don't know. Oh, I can't feel my fingers very well. Oh dear. Oh, yes, pre-order that. I don't know what it's about, but pre-order it because that looks fascinating. A gold version of Verity? I don't like it. I don't know. I think I pre-ordered Honey and Spice. That's a really good book. You should definitely pick it up. I mean, I never would. I thought, oh, it's the paperback edition. It's like, that's already out. No. Oh, yes, I need that one. Right, let's see what else we got. I'm going to give it one more reload and then I'm going to go to Amazon and see what Amazon can offer me, because I feel like I've got a really long wish list on Amazon and I'm like, I need all of these books on Amazon. Oh my gosh, if we were going by my original plan was going to be every time I mentioned Waterstones or Amazon, I had to take a shot. But I've run out of alcohol that's like good for shotting. Like I do have more alcohol in my flat, but it's not the kind that you take shots with. Night of the Plague, that sounds intriguing. But nah. Why is Cassie Claire's books all getting re-thingied? Anyway, I'm gonna move to Amazon and I might add stuff to... That's not what I wanted. I might add stuff to my... Yes, I'm gonna add that to my basket because I want that. Might add stuff to my Waterstones basket based on what I see on Amazon. Right, well, let's pre-order that because I just saw the Netflix like upcoming stuff and I'm like, yes, I want that. So I'm going to pre-order the ebook of that and then I don't have this physical book and yeah, cool. Come on, hurry up. I want. Thank you. I just want all of these books. I'm probably gonna go on Waterstones and be like, yes, I want that and that and that and that. I don't know. I just want all of them. Oh, I want Eat the Rich. Let's see if Waterstones has Eat the Rich. So basically, I prefer to order from Waterstones because of the point situation. Like you get 1 point for every £10 you spend. So it makes sense. Is this the right one? Is this the right one? It is Sarah Gailey, isn't it? Yeah, collects 1 to 5. Yeah, so that's right. I don't know why it hasn't got a picture, but I'm going to pre-order that. Oh, yes, I really want We Had to Remove This post. We had to remove this post. Come on. Yes. Yes. Add to basket. Let's see what else. Oh, 100% need Astrid Parker doesn't fail. Astrid Parker. There we go. And I don't have to deal with my rubbish. Can't see straight. I don't know why I'm full of the coughs. It doesn't make sense. So this is ever after? No. Don't know. Coven looks good. Should we put Coven on? Yeah, let's buy Coven. Let's pre-order Coven rather. Pre-order today. Woo, Coven! Do. Let's pre-order all the books. Do. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do. I hate it when it takes me right to the bottom of my list. Oh, Sunballet. Wow, that's words. Sun Bearer Trials. that was a trial to write. That was my own Sunbearer trials. But not really, because obviously. But that was an absolute trial to write out. I don't know. I kind of want Wild as the Witch, but I don't know. Raph Gotta Sing, because I think that's like a trans reinterpretation of Greek mythology. Oh, it's £20, but yeah, whatever. It's worth it. Trans stories need to be like hyped up. So yes, let's go for. Let's pre-order that. I'm on the fence about The Last Housewife. Like, I think I want it. Oh, I 100% want The Weight of Blood. That's like without a doubt. I need to get that. So The Weight of Blood. Come on, tell me where my book is. I don't know why I'm making up songs. Yes. Pre-order. Why are you not coming out till the 15th of September? That's rude. I want you right now. That's with that. Ocean's Echo again. Oh, if you read this, because Kereen Given was that. Why can't I type? Oh yeah, that's because I have had too much alcohol. If you read this. Yeah, it was like When Life Gives You Mangoes or something. Like, I'm almost certain that is the title. Getten, not Getters. Yeah, so When Life Gives You Mangoes, that's the same author as When Life Gives You Mangoes. And it's not coming up, so let's put that on my Amazon. Again, I'm not 100% sure about House Across the Lake. Reader I Murdered Him sounds amazing. Reader I Murdered Him. No, that's not come up as well, so let's add that to Amazon. I think The Edge of Being's about death. I think so. Let's look at the blurb and see what that's about. But I'm almost certain I'm going to pre-order that. So, yes, it's about grief. Yeah, let's pop that on the pre-order list then. Oh, Gleamings. Let's pre-order Gleamings. Minx. It is called Gleamings, right? Yes, it is called Gleamings. Let's put you on the pre-order. Excavator Heart looks pretty good. See, the thing is, like, I really want Fraternity, but that cover, I hate it so passionately that I actually don't want the book because the cover is bad. The Devil You Look looks good, but I think it's one of those that I probably will watch once. Have I already put Reforged on? Well, if I haven't, it's on now. Moonflower. Yeah, let's pre-order you. And let's pre-order you. Let's pre-order you. I'm on the fence because I love that colour, but I've already got the 3 or 4 Things We Do in the Dark sounds really good as well. So many of these sound really good, but I think I'll just like keep them off to one side. But let's look at 2023. See if we can pre-order anything for 2023 because I'm just pure chaos. Why have I put the Kindle edition on? I want the real edition. I want the oh no, like even with alcohol in my system, £19.63 is a bit excessive. Like, I love these books with a passion, but I don't know, like £19.63 for a single hard book, that's like that big. No, thank you. Oh, I 100% want the witch and the vampire. Like, somehow that doesn't bother me as much, so we're gonna pre-order that because that excites me so much. And even that cover is so beautiful. Yes, please, thank you. All the words. Words. They just had a day of falling light. Sounds good. Right, so I don't have much on my 2023, but let's just like go through and pay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like stop my screen recording, but I will continue like putting these transactions through. Obviously you can't see what's going on in my screen, but I am completing the orders, or at least trying to. I'm not having much joy because like my sozzled brain is doing stupid things right now. But I am doing these orders because I want all these books and I want to pre-order all of these books. And I'll do it for Waterstones as well because apparently I've put in Amazon and Waterstones. Doesn't know my password. Oh, nightmare. Well, I promise I will be putting this order in, but I need to find my password. But anyway, what I will do is I'll sign off now. I need to have some fluids and I need to rest to like try and like get rid of being so sozzled. But what I will do is I will come back and I will close out the video by telling you all of the books that I've pre-ordered. But for now, I will say, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you disliked it, feel free to give it a dislike. It's a free country. Do whatever feels good for you. But I will see you in a few hours when I've sobered up a bit and I will tell you all of the books that I've pre-ordered. But until then, love your faces! And I'll see you in a bit. So, I wasn't blackout drunk. I was nowhere near blackout drunk. I had had several shots, but somehow I have no idea what I bought whilst doing pre-orders whilst drunk. I have had a couple of Amazon notifications, so I think I might have not just bought pre-orders, but I'm going to screen record my phone and have a look at my account. What I will say is I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to give away personal details, but I figure let's look at what I bought together. So let's turn the screen recorder on now. Okay, that's my screen recording. Should we go to Amazon or Waterstones first? I think Waterstones. I have a horrible idea that they're both pretty bad, but let's see. Let's go to account and see the damage. Thankfully, pre-orders come out like at different times, so it's not all going to come out at once. And that's not too bad. I hadn't placed a Waterstones order since December. Let's see. Bit terrified. So I picked up Alone with You in the Ether exclusive edition, Fairy Tale, which is the new Stephen King, Our Share of Night signed bookplate edition. No idea. Our Crooked Hearts, Eat the Rich. We had to remove this post, which is already out, so yeah, I clearly wasn't sticking to pre-orders. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. The Sunbearer Trials. This just keeps going. Wrath Goddess Sing. The Weight of Blood. It just keeps going. The Weight of Blood. Gleaning's Ark of the Scythe. Death and the Penguin. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. And again, that's not a pre-order either. Her Dark Wings. And Fine Print. So that's all that I got from Waterstones, including a couple of books that weren't pre-orders, which was not my intention. My intention was that these would all be pre-orders for the second half of the year. I guess that's what happens when I put orders in whilst drunk. And the worst bit is, this is only half my order. The other half's on Amazon. So let's go on Amazon and see the damage. Okay, let's go to orders. I think I pre-ordered a couple of Kindle books as well, so this might be a few orders. Okay, it's all showing as individual orders. So we've got The Midnight Club by, I don't even know. Yeah, it's not telling me. But The Midnight Club is 100% inspired by the fact that before filming the drunk portion, I was watching the kickoff to Netflix's Geek Week Coven. I will go back and like very quickly tell you what each of these books are and put pictures on the screen. Something that has no image attached to it. What did I order? Oh, Reader, I Murdered Him by, I think it's Betsy Cornwell. Burn Down, Rise Up. If You Read This. Reforged. The Witch and the Vampire, which I'm pretty sure isn't out until next year. Hell Followed With Us. The Edge of Being. Rain. Deep in Providence, which again was not a pre-order. And The Many Deaths of Laila Starr, which also wasn't a pre-order. I am going to go and make a note of all of these. And then I'm going to go through and tell you what they're all about. And I'm going to tell you how many books I ended up buying. Because I feel like it was quite a lot. So there's 26 books that I ordered. And as I say, not all of them were pre-orders. Because apparently I decided I was going to get books that I just really want right now. Because there's 26 books, I'm probably not going to like run down what they're all about. But what I will do is I will tell you all the titles and I will flash the covers on screen. I will also put them right at the bottom of the description if you do want to check them out, along with author name. Most of these I already knew that I wanted. There was a couple that I think I just impulsively added to my basket, even though I knew nothing about them and still know nothing about. Specifically Our Share of Night. I think I just really like the cover. See, the cover should be on screen right now. It looks so cool. Okay, yeah, reading the start of the blurb, it does sound like something I would like. The start of the blurb says, his father could find what was lost. His father knew when someone was going to die. His father talked to him about the dead who rode in on the wind. The dead travel fast. That sounds amazing. But basically, I just wanted it for the cover. So the other books are Alone with You in the Ether. I'm really hoping it's a standalone, because I know it's the same author as the Atlas 6, but I feel like I've been seeing it everywhere. Fairy Tale by Stephen King. It's the first time in a long while that Stephen King has appealed to me, so I thought I'd add it. Our Crooked Hearts. V. Schwab read an early copy several months ago. Absolutely adored it, so obviously I knew I needed it in my life. The last time I read a Schwab recommended book was Build Your House Around My Body, and it ended up being, I think, my third favourite book of 2021. Eat the Rich is a graphic novel originally published, I think, as 6 comics, but it's now being published as a bind up. Essentially, it's people that work a certain number of years in servitude, and at the end of their servitude they agree to be eaten, I think. It's one of these comics that I saw recommended on TikTok. Occasionally I get comics recommended for me and they always sound amazing. We had to remove this post. I said I wasn't going to do descriptions. It sounds pretty like dystopia, but also like social media gone just ever so slightly further than it already is. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail is the second Bright Falls book, and it follows the sister of Delilah Green. I loved Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Sunbearer Trials is the new Aidan Thomas. Again, I said I wasn't going to do blurbs, but apparently we're getting very brief blurbs. It's a competition. This demigod, I think they're called, I could be wrong, doesn't think he'll be picked, and then he ends up picked, so lots of chaos ensues. Wrath Goddess Sings is a trans interpretation of Greek mythology, I think. The Weight of Blood, inspired by Carrie. Absolutely adore Tiffany D. Jackson's writing. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of White Smoke, very excited for The Weight of Blood. Gleanings is a short story collection set in the world of Scythe, so very, very excited for that. Devon the Penguin, I have no idea, but I think I almost picked it up in Waterstones a few months back, so it was something that's vaguely on my radar. Her Dark Wings, again, no idea. I think maybe I recognise the author as being someone that's going to be at Yalk. Fernprint is something that I've had on my wish list for a while, mostly because the cover intrigues me. And then the Amazon ones, I think, are ones that I know less about. So the Midnight Club, I literally had heard about it yesterday when I filmed the drunk portion of this video. And the teaser trailer we got for the Midnight Club coming to Netflix soon looked so interesting. I was like, I need that book. But apparently, well, I think this was one of the first books that I bought, so I had my head a little bit more screwed on, and I pre-ordered the Kindle version, so at least it's not going to take up physical shelf space. I think that was my logic anyway. Coven, I don't know. It was on my wish list, but I can't remember. I think it's a graphic novel about, I presume, witches. Reader I Murdered Him, I think Shannon over at Head in the Books told me about, and it sounds amazing. I think it's an interview with a murderer, but you're not sure if they actually are the murderer. I could be completely off base. Burn Down, Rise Up. The author is going to be at Yalk, but apparently that book's going to arrive after Yalk, so that's fantastic. I know that the naked hardback is ridiculously beautiful, and I also know that Jessie over at Bowties and Books, I'm not sure if I've got the channel name correct or not, but Jessie was talking about the book just the other day and made me really intrigued to pick up. If You Read This is by the same author as If Life Gives You Mangoes, and I absolutely love that book, which is why I bought it, clearly. Reforged, I've seen the author speak about a few times on TikTok. I think it's gay and hard-hitting. The Witch and the Vampire, I think, is sapphic. I don't know very much about it, but it has an absolutely stunning cover. I couldn't tell you anything about Hell Followed With Us, but it has got a pretty cover, and I think it's out really soon. The Edge of Being, I think, deals with grief. Rain is, much like Eat the Rich, is a bind-up of comics, and it involves a rain that is so... I think it's like a rain of crystals. It's a very hard rain that ends up like impaling people. It sounded really, really good. Deep in Providence is already out. Apparently it's arriving today. Fabulous. And it deals with grief. Wow. Can you tell I like books that involve grief? It's also queer. I first heard about it on the podcast Misshelved. I think they spoke about it a year or two ago. And as soon as they described it, I was like, oh, yes. Love that. And the last book I bought is The Many Deaths of Laila Starr. I think it involves a reaper being put out of a job. Again, please don't take my word for any of these descriptions, and they will be all right at the bottom of the description of this video if you do want to check them out and not hear my absolutely pants description of what they're about. I think that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the concept of this video. I know it's a little bit off the wall, but I suppose this is a great way of showing you the books that I am excited about. Most of them are coming out the remainder of this year. One of them's coming out the start of next year, and a few of them are already out, but it shows you the kind of books that I'm excited about right now. Let me know in the comments which of the books I ordered during this video you are most intrigued by. Give this video a like if you liked it, or give it a dislike. Do whatever you want. It's a free country, and until next time, bye.